Hey YouTube, Matty's A12, Team JMT, coming to you guys with the TLGgames.com deck of the week. No, I don't know how often I'm going to be able to do this, but yeah, for right now it's going to be the deck of the week because I've got some decks to show off. So, this week's deck, TLG Games sponsored me to go to the St. Louis Regional, so while I was there wearing their shirt, I had a chance to pick up a bunch of Prophecy stuff for next to nothing. So I've got a Prophecy deck now that's nearly top rarity. So I'm going to show this thing off because I'm kind of excited. Because this is the deck that I kind of like the way it plays. I'm not a huge fan of the deck, but it is extremely competitive. And like I said, I really like the way it plays. So I'm going to be trying this deck out for a little bit at least. So, we start off with One World of Prophecy. This card is really good. I mean, its effect is good to begin with. It gets to add 2 from the graveyard back to your hand whenever you special summon it. Also, whenever it's special summoned, you get to add, or you can reveal 4 from your hand with different 4 spellbooks from your hand with different names in order to destroy everything else on the field. So it's a Judgment Dragon-like effect, and it's really good. The biggest thing about this is it's a 2900 body, and a big body like that is one of the biggest things that Prophecy decks have been lacking. So the 2900 is extremely significant. Next, 2 Priestess. Priestess is the Dark Arm Dragon of the deck. It's really good. You can reveal 3 to special summon it, and then you can get it out through Temperance like you can the World of Prophecy. And it puts in work. The only real beef that I have with this card is it is 2500. So yeah, 2 Priestess. Now we have 3 of the Stratos, and that is Spellbook Magician of Prophecy. It's so good. I mean, it's Stratos. It grabs secrets for you. It grabs Tower for you. It grabs Masters. It grabs whatever spellbook you need in order to make a combo happen. So yeah, you got to run 3 Blue Boy, and I've got them. So yeah, I'm gonna run 3. I only run 2 Temperance. Now, some people are maxed out on this, and for very good reason. I mean, he gives you Priestess, he gives you World, and all you have to do is at some point play a Spellbook card during the turn. And then you contribute it to get one of those 3. However, the issue that I have with this card, and the reason I'm not running it at more than 2, is for the sole reason that I only have 3 targets. If I happen to draw into 1 or even 2 of these before I draw into Temperance, then my second Temperance is dead. So that's why I'm down to just the 2 Temperance. However, I mean, I really like it. I do have the 3rd. If I want to put the 3rd back in, I can, and it's there. But for right now, I'm going to run it at 2, just because, like I said, the dead draws happen. So you got to be aware of those, and 2 has been really consistent for me. I round out the deck the monsters with 2 Kaiku. The reason I run 2 Kaiku is because dragons are flipping everywhere right now. It seems like everybody's playing some kind of a variant of dragons, and Kaiku shuts that stuff down. It's also really good against a lot of other things, a lot of other decks. You can limit the targets that Evil Storms have for Kirkion. I don't know, just other stuff like that. Removing from play is a huge part of this game. You can stop your Book of Life if you're playing against zombies. You can stop just so many things. So yeah, Kaiku, it puts in work. Plus with Star Hall on board, I mean, it's the same reason why he was really good last format too. So that's what, 10, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10 monsters. Not very many at all, but it's really all you need. So, now let's get into the spells. Start off with 3 secrets. It searches for every spellbook you could possibly need. So, yeah, you gotta have it just because it is that good. I actually run 3 Crescent. The reason I run 3 Crescent is because you run 2 Fate and you run 2 Tower, and because of those 2 cards, or actually those 4 cards, I guess, you actually are left with no spellbooks in graveyard quite a bit. So Crescent is actually almost live all of the time, and for the times that it's not live, I am running Phoenix Wing Wind Blast. So you got to have the cards to discard, and it might as well be something that is a spellbook, so you can remove it for either Fate or Priestess effect. So there you go. Those are the only spellbooks that I'm running 3 of. So now let's get to the 2 ofs. Masters. I run 2 Masters. That's really all you need. I mean, it's, as silly as it sounds, it's really all you need. A lot of people talk about this being the best card, the best spellbook card, just because it can copy anything. It's really not. Secrets is the best spellbook card by far. But yeah, so Master is good. Spellbook of Master is good. But you really only need 2, so that's what it's at. I run 2 Tower. Additional draw phase is amazing. So yeah. Also, the big thing about this too is because it gives you the additional draw, you can play stuff like Offering of the Doomed in your side deck, which is a quick play, destroy 1 monster, give up your draw phase. Well, if you have Tower out, you can still draw during that turn. So yeah, Tower puts in work too. 2 Eternity, because of Priestess and Fate, Eternity is really good, and it's good at 2. Double Fate. A lot of people say that Fate is bad at 3. I don't think Fate is bad at 3. I just feel like if you get to a situation where you have to use your 3rd Fate, you've done something wrong during that game. And that's really how I feel about it. It's like if you get to the point that you need the 3rd Fate, you've probably done something wrong, and you're probably in a losing situation to begin with, and you probably don't even have enough targets for the 3rd Fate. So yeah, I feel like 2 Fate is the appropriate number. 2 Wisdom. Now, I know the guys that topped the ARG Open were only running 1. I personally still like 2. I mean, it's a Lance, and yeah, I mean, I personally like it at 2. 2 Star Hall. Now, some people are not playing this card at all. I'm not a big fan of not playing this card. I really like this card. It powers up everything. And like I said before, my biggest issue with some of these monsters, stuff like Priestess, is that Priestess is just not big enough. And Star Hall fixes that for you. Star Hall, after playing all of this crap, makes your Priestess bigger, and that's, like I said, that's the biggest downfall to Priestess, is it's just not big enough. So yeah, Star Hall makes it bigger. 1 Power, I really feel like that's all you need. A lot of people were trying to talk me into playing 2, but I don't feel like you need to. So yeah, 1 Power. 1 Spellbook of Life. As silly as this sounds, as much as I've been playtesting this deck, I have yet to resolve Life. I feel like I have to have it. It's Premature Burial. It's so good. I mean, it's really good. In theory, this card is amazing. But for whatever reason, I've not had this card at a situation where I've been able to play it. I have yet to resolve this card. It's getting eaten up by MSTs when I do play it. And yeah, I mean, it is what it is, but I feel like it has to be there. And then to round out the spells, 1 Book of Moon, because Book of Moon is amazing. If you guys see my feature match from Yeti Games, I actually win one of my games. Actually, I didn't win that. I won the game, but I didn't win it because of this play. But my opponent had Ophion, and I played Dark Hole. He Pandemics, and then I Book of Mooned his Ophion. Pandemic, of course, on Chain Link 3. And, of course, Pandemic only protects face-up Evil Storms. So he was kind of salty at that point. But, yeah. So there you go. That's a bunch of spells. I don't know how many. I'm too lazy to count. So, let's get into the traps. And this is where I feel like this deck has gotten so much better. The changes that they've made in this, because of the ban list, taking away the judgments and whatnot, the changes that you've had to make in this deck to make it good again is you add in traps. And what this has done for you is you get to make whatever play you want and then back it up with so much back row, and it makes the deck so much better. So, 2 Phoenix Wing Wind Blast, double Mirror Force because I like punishing bad players. Double Fiendish Chain. I went with this over Effect Veiler for no real reason other than I just wanted more back row protection. Effect Veiler, I know you can search off of Star Hall and whatnot, but I really wanted some more back row protection, and Fiendish Chain gives me that. Now the one-ofs, Solemn Warning, Dimensional Prison, and Compulsory Evacuation Device. So that is my back row. Like I said, I got a bunch of stuff to back up my plays, and the deck is just that much better because of the back row that you can play. A quick run through of the extra deck, and then I'm going to tell you guys just a bit of a secret. Shining Elf, Gotchi Gotchi, Digusto Phoenix, Mecha Phantom Beast, Dracosac, Big Eye, Master of Blades, Gaia Dragon, Gaga Cowboy, Wind Up Zen Mains in case I ever get into a situation where I've got 2 Temperance on board. I do side deck Effect Veilers, so I've got some Synchro Monsters, Scrap Dragon, Stardust, Crimson Blader, a Priestess, and an Effect Veiler will give me any of that. Armadeus, Keeper of Boundaries, a Kaiku and an Effect Veiler would give me that, or Cataster, and then a Blue Boy and an Effect Veiler would give me Mistbird, Colossalus, whatever. I don't know. So let me let you guys on just a little bit of a secret. This is the deck, or this is the extra deck, and I feel like I have options for everything. However, I have not used a single card out of my extra deck in any of my playtesting. So yeah, that's my 15 card extra deck. However, I have not used any of it. The main deck by itself is extremely solid, and it has answers to everything. It has a great game 1. And I feel like this is the best. I feel like this is the best game 1 deck available to you right now. So there you go, guys. Again, I want to say big thanks to TLG Games for all the help they've been giving me. Make sure you guys head over and check them out at tlggames.com. Also, make sure you head over to Facebook and check them out on Facebook, The Lotus Guardian in Owensboro, Kentucky. So I appreciate it, guys. Subscribe, comment down below, show us how much you love us.